Hello everybody, and today we're gonna continue with your playlist with a new specific part right here on part design. To start everything, you can select the ZX plane and create a scat. Look for the center-headed rectangle and select the origin point. We can put here 50 and the width fill will be 150. Okay, can confirm the sketch right here and use pad. I'm gonna put here 5, use Miharic extend. And to continue the exercise, I want to talk about the fillet command. We have here edge fillet and we have here tree tangent fillet. Why we are not going to use edge fillet? Because if you guys use edge fillet right here, and for in the future you try to change anything, some values on your part, for example, if you change here the hex from from 50 to 60, as you can see, we do not have any more tree tangent fillet here. There will be a plain face, a very plain face here. So we're going to avoid to using the edge fillet command. Instead of that, I ask you guys to use tree tangent command to perform this fillet. Just select the first face, the opposite face, and this third face here between the two first elements. Now you can change the values here, and the tritangent geometry will continue. Okay, let's make right here on the other side. Okay, now I ask you guys to select again the Z X plane and create a new sketch. And the profile that I want to create that already exists here. It's the keyhole profile. I need to create two sketches to perform this hole. But first I will use the keyhole profile, and the second I will create manually. To perform keyhole profile, you have to create a line and set one radius and a second radius. There will be some constraints here and dimensional constraints here. Uh, Only if the dimensional constraints be enabled. If not enabled, please click on here on the top comment. And let's change the values for here. Diameter 5 millimeters, and here diameter 30 millimeters. I want to create a relation here of select this edge, select this arc, go here on constraints, define geometry box, and select concentricity. Okay, I need to be right here on the center. And let's create a dimension from this point to this edge. And right here, put 10. Okay, our profile have size but do not have a direction. I'm just going to select this line and make horizontal. Create a horizontal relation here. Just For now, just this is it. So let's confirm our scat and go to pocket command. Put up to next on the first limit and up to next on the second limit. Preview OK. That's it. Now select the XY plane and create a new sketch. This time I want to choose center-red rectangle, but I'm going to use the I'm going to select here the horizontal axis. Okay, now I need to create here a dimension. Let's put 5. And I need to create another dimension to end here the beginning and the last ending here of the ending of here our rectangle. To do that, I'm not going just simply creating a dimension from the region or from the geometry. I want to get to teach you guys some new tricks. I'm going to create this dimension but put as reference. I could also use the center of this hole to create this dimension, but I'm going to put as reference. To create a parametric value here, I'm going to use the sketch 2 on the sketch of our pocket. I will make turn visible the sketch just for you guys to see one thing. Um, you see this point right here? I'm going to select this point, this line, and make a coincidence. Okay, now if this sketch suffer any changes, this point will make the same changes. And I'm gonna hide this sketch, and I'm going to create to project here a line. Use the command project 3D silhouette edges. If you do that, then CATIA V5 will perform this, will create this line. Make this line of a construction line, and you can create here a dimension. Okay, and right here will be 10. That's it. Instead of using these other relations, I prefer to use this one, at least this for this case. And perform the sketch, and you can go pocket up to next here and up to next here. Preview OK, and that's it. Now let's make the same thing on the other side, but in a different way. Select the XY plane, and okay, now I have to create the sketch of the hole, but instead of using the keyhole profile, I want to create this profile all by myself. To do that, first create a circle. After creating a circle, you can go here on profile and perform some lines here. And I'm not going to create parallel and perpendicular relations here. Avoid to create these relations. Now let's use quick trim and create here an axis line. Select the point and the line. I do not want you guys to create parallel condition, perpendicular condition, and midpoint condition. Just create here a line and with a coincidence relation of this line with our axis. Okay, avoid other relations. What I'm going to do right now, let's create here a symmetry relation. Select these two lines and the axis line for last. Selecting these three lines and go to constraints and select symmetry. Okay, maybe you can, maybe this situation will happen to cross this line, but you can move the points here and correct this this mistake. And what I'm going to do right now, let's create some dimensions. First, let's create here a diameter for our arc. You can put 30. And let's create here a distance between those two lines. If you try to create this distance, CATIA V5 think you want to create an angle here, but instead of that, right click of the mouse and change to distance. Okay, I will perform a distance here. And another thing, select the axis and this other line and create a perpendicular relation. Okay, and right here you can change for 5. Good. Now I want this guy be on the center of this other one. Okay, and let's create a distance from this line to this edge. Right here will be 10. Okay, another again. My profile have size but do not have direction. I could also come here and make this line horizontal, relate with a horizontal relation, but instead of that, I'm going to select the horizontal axis, the axis that we create on the profile, and we create an angle here. I could put any value that I like, but I'm gonna put 0. If you guys in the future want to change, just change this angle here, and you can perform a different profile here. Um, let's select exit workbench, go to pocket, up to next, up to next, preview, okay. Select ZY plane, and let's create our centered rectangle. Let's put 5 here. And I'm gonna do something similar to what I have done in the other sketch. I'm just showing you guys different ways from creating dimensions. That's the idea of this video. One of the ideas. And now, instead of performing here the project silhouette 3D project 3D silhouette adds, instead of using intersect elements, I'm gonna use project 3D elements. I'm gonna select here my last sketch created, the sketch of this the pocket tree, sketch 4. If I select click on here, as you can see, we perform line. Why a line? Because if you guys look from top view, the the sketch 4 is just a line. Why is so good to perform this line? Because we have now have the ending and the start and the end of where the last sketch began and ends. So I'm just going to hide here. What I'm going to do, I can make a coincidence constraint here and coincidence constraint with this other one. So I have the length of my sketch fixed on my other sketch. This line need to be construction, okay? Do not forget that. And I can confirm, go to pocket, up to next, both sides. Now I make a little mistake here. As you can see, this face is in a tangent relation with this hole. this is not what I want. I want a distance of 10, but how I'm supposed to change that right now? It's pretty simple. Right here you have the coincidence constraint. If you guys use constraint command and right click on this very same constraint, the CATIA V5 will give you a chance to change this constraint. I'm going to change for a distance constraint, and as you can see right here, it's little size, but it's right here. You can change this value from 0 to 10. If you guys, it happened for you guys to go to the right, expand here, click on more, and use swap location. With swap location, you can change from right from left, and that's it. If you guys need it, of course, you can confirm the change. And okay, this guy is, we have just finished here, and let's start our drafting. We can go on front view command. And before I continue with the other views, I want you guys to go here on properties and remove the fillets options. Just select the axis, hiding lines, and center line options, okay? And after that, you can go to offset section view and select this line to perform a new section view. Okay, and I want to perform an isometric view here, right here. The only thing I want to change here, go on properties, 3D color, go here to exact view, raster, shading with ads, okay? Another thing, I want to ask you guys to change right here on properties the scale 1:2, okay? Now let's create some dimensions here. And that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. That's all for today, and see you guys in the next video.